I think it's just talking Target, but it's legally parked and all that, so.
It's private property. Just I don't care about the car. Just make sure the dog's fine.
Okay, yeah, so I already called. Animal control is going to be out.
Why would you call animal control?
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, as long as the dog's fine, I don't care about the car. It can stay.
Okay. Bourque, can you just call my nephew, dude? Don't take my dog like that, dude.
I can't call your nephew.
I can call him my friend right now. You allowed that guy to torture me, dude.
I was watching. He wasn't torturing.
Dude, he squeezed my arm so hard. Just sat there and tortured me, dude. So wrong. I wish you hadn't made this choice. You should just apologize and we should work it out now so you don't get sued. But if you're on my channel, you know I'm not.
So I don't want to argue with you. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Okay? The charges that you're going to be arrested for are obstructing and resisting. If you're curious about why, it's going to be in the narrative, but I don't want to sit here and argue with you. But those are your charges. It's going to be Clark County Detention Center. Sergeant Torrey is here. He will speak to you. Give him a moment. Be patient. But that's what's happening. I'm not talking to you anymore, okay? You can call at the jail.
I don't know the number. It's in my phone.
I know. They will help you with that. They can help you get a phone number out of your phone. They have a procedure for that.
Are you going to lock my car and put the windows up?
Yes. I will safeguard your property.
And then you're going to steal my dog? Why don't you just let me get my family to get my dog?
No. Your dog's going to be with animal control, and when you get out of jail, call them. We'll get a slip. We'll put it in your property so you know where your dog's going, what the phone number is, so you can call them, and you can get your dog once you get out of jail. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
You can walk it back now, but you can't walk it back once I go.
No, it's done. It's done.
Then you and I are going to be associated for the next 7 years.
Okay, that's fine with me. Okay, I'm used to it at this point. It's fine.
I'm sure you are.
So.
Hey, Bourque, did you need any of us? Sandoval said he's going to stay with the car until I
No, just Sandoval is fine.
Right now.
The
All right.
keys for the van is in the back of your car.
Is it where?
I'll put it on property.
Let me make sure I have all the stuff.
Make sure the keys are with the van.
Just the car keys are in there. Car keys,
His
two
phone,
cell phones,
his money,
his
all
glasses,
the stuff that was in his pockets are out.
Yeah, whatever Sandoval pulled out.
Okay.
So just give us to him since he has the.
Yeah, give that to Sandoval, and I'll make sure I get that back before we go.
Question: Could I get your set of cuffs?
Yeah.
We'll swap out.
You got two of them on them, right?
Yeah. I'll just bring them back to you.
Yeah, we'll switch later.
Okay.
I'm back on body camera.
He's just requesting that his family member comes and picks the dog up. Are you guys good with that?
I'm going to go to jail. Sandoval's here. I'm okay with it. Okay. If Sandoval's okay with it. The only thing is he won't have his key.
Key for the car?
Yeah. Unless I get the dog out now, I guess, and put it with Sandoval. I could do it that way. Let me see what kind of dog it is first. What kind of dog is it?
A terrier or something?
Terrier? Yeah, I'm on body camera right now. So he says he wants his nephew to come pick up the dog. He said, I don't care either way. Do you care? Okay.
I think there's leaving an animal unattended in a vehicle, though.
Yeah. I'm not trying to push the issue on that one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if he's okay with getting his key from his nephew later,
Okay.
then I'll leave the key with Sandoval and we can have the nephew come over.
Okay.
We should work it out here on the side of the road so I don't have to see you guys. I already have to have a license for it. I don't want to do another one, but I will. You know, it's wrong to arrest me. I mean, I didn't cause any damage. There's no, other than he got me bruised, you know, and maybe a lesson being learned on both sides. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously, I'm in culture, and you guys look at what is the arrest intent? You know, we can turn it into something good instead of $100 grand and 600 hours of my time. But I have to follow through. You know, and I'd rather just say, look, these guys put me in torture steps, we talked it out in the back, and now I'm going to go down and talk with Las Vegas Metro and film it and start to create it better. Because we're not
Control Trevor 4, right. Looks like business as usual.
We're just going through this horrible thing. I'm not that. I'm on my record. I'm not saying anyone. Just goes too far.
You can hold off on the right. Looks like business as usual. 3 Roberts, Trout, 4 to Petch.
I mean, look, I'm just being honest here. You know, I have a huge following, and this should be an opportunity for me to drop my guns and not sue you guys, and for you guys to drop your guns and say, you know, we did have him, we're going to arrest him in the back of the car. hang on 1 second. I'm talking to Bob. I gotta call you back. Actually, just tell them. Yeah. Excuse me, sir, Mason. Hey, son, Tori, are you gonna be able to come here and pick up his dog? Well, they arrested me. I was too close to said. I disagreed with him. So I'm talking to him now about what I'm doing. I don't know. Bring an extra driver and grab my car. I'll call you back. Car's here. I don't know. All right, I'll let you go. Don't leave me in here. Okay, please. You know, but look, you know, I can't, you know, I have to follow through if you guys follow through and you guys don't back down and I can't back down and it's ego versus ego and we're not getting anywhere. We have to, and I've been begging cops all across the country. I'm sure he's looking at this one by now. I've been begging cops across the country. Let's have a meeting and let's close this gap. And so far, all I've gotten is no, we're just going to arrest you and keep you back. Like, for example, right, but like, for example, you know, when I said I'll be detained, I mean, dude, I'm 15 or 15 years old when the Constitution law started. I'm not going to run off. Like, once you realize I'm your threat, these safety cups will get much. So maybe the policy will go on. This is what I'm talking about, though. We need the policy to change. Maybe we should have that about can we digitally detain people who we know are middle class that are not a threat to our tax safety? Can we digitally detain them? You know, we can start to have those thoughts. But, you know, I would rather unravel this than and tell my audience I'm not suing them. They did treat me bad, but I was a bit of a dick. And I would rather we made a good example out of this instead of this process that is across the country is not making anything better. Auditors across the country in the U.S. it's not making it better. And you're not stopping it. It's like we should just go about it.
5107, Bourque. 7, Charlie Queen, Baker, 348, California, Durango, for clip.
Non-service suspended. 7 Charlie Queen, Baker, 348.
Right, but there's no boundaries right now.
7, Charlie Queen, Baker, 348, correct.
We actually said, okay, you know what? He wants to arrest you, we're not going to arrest you. You want to sue, you're not going to sue. Why don't we make a public deal about it and talk about
This is number 16, copy of 463. I'll be en route to Mandalay Bay. Switch over to Convention Center.
Well, why don't we set an event where we can sit down and bring this cop in here who's not that long at all and sit down and talk about some rules to what we can agree upon when we're audited. Why not do that instead of just arresting me?
Hello. Are you here for this? Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm on camera, right? So you can say what my audience, I got 100,000 subscribers. I don't lie. If I tell you I won't, I won't. And this guy's got to sit down with me and we got to talk about what the rules are for filming you guys. Just grabbing me and arresting me because you're pissed off is not a way to treat the public. Right, but there was no danger there. It wasn't like it was a danger situation. I'm wearing electric blue in the day, dude. You know, like there has to be some sort of, like she has to get some sort of rationale. But not everybody wants to kill her. I don't want to kill her. I don't want to kill anyone. So, look, we're just going to go through the same process I've been through 4 times now. And I just keep telling you guys, and it's just dividing us further and further and further. Yeah, I'm saying don't talk to my people, dude. I'm not going to tell you to leave laws. I'm not going to leave laws. I'm a constitutional law scholar, dude. And the point that I'm trying to make is that if we don't change this organization, there's no tolerance. If you don't do what you say when you say, then you're gonna hurt me. When that dude sounds good, here's the
So
thing.
if you're ever 12 coming in,
Plate 657, Neighbor Mariano, Fort Patrick, Domingo, southbound.
This guy get off his ego. I gotta back off mountain goats and put the sandal off the book for me. But it would be better that she does the team and don't work 600 hours for me. He's squeezing my elbows and like I teach this kind of he deserves to be seen. I would rather not. I would rather you guys actually like, you know what? Let's actually have a public meeting about fishermen and auditors. The last time I audited you guys 2 weeks ago, you guys said we have a fisherman and auditor on the scene. You guys are so aware of us. Just arresting us isn't a way to win the public. Look, I'm in torture cuffs in the back of the cruiser. If I filming someone and say, please don't grab me,
Hello.
Is the barbecue place open or closed?
The barbecue? Yeah, it's open.
I was gonna go eat some barbecue, is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine. No, my business is elsewhere, not the barbecue place.
Okay.
pop the trunk real quick.
Open. All right, so his property's back in. What did he say about the key with
Where are
Sand?
the keys?
Sandoval has
They're
it.
on the,
We have the keys right now. Because if I keep him here, it's probably going to escalate once those people get here. You know, maybe have one more unit come with Sandoval because he says he wants
I'll
two.
hang out too for a little while.
But I wanted to get him out of here just to keep it calm.
How we got the keys back down here?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
I mean,
Unless we're able to put the dog in your car.
Yeah. Do that. Put the dog in my car and then he's family members coming?
Yeah, he's talked to my car, so I guess they're on their way.
Okay.
I don't have an answer.
Okay. I'll cancel animal control. That's okay with him that I grab it.
Yeah, he said it was okay. I got it on camera.
Did you say how long? Here, let me open it. I could always just park around the corner or something out of sight, and that way he can just give the keys right after.
I thought it was the same.
Every day.
Hey, Sandy. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is just to keep it de-escalated here, I'll drive around back, work on my report over there, and then when you're done, you can just hand over the key, and then I'll get en route.
Okay. I'll see. I'll ask him how friendly the dog is.
Okay.
I'll just grab it.
Okay. If that works for you, I'll do that too. Whatever's good with you.
Yeah, he's good with it.
Which one?
Take the dog out of the car.
Turn it off, secure it. I'll take the key, and then we'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll hang out with him then.
Okay.
Keep working on my report.
Sergeant, can I have a second? So, look. Where's my dog? Bring me a dog here. So you want to give my dog to this guy? Excuse me. mean, now that you talked to me for 5 seconds, you figured out I'm. There's no, I'm like, I literally was just here to film. You know,
All right, he's good with everything that we're doing. You guys should do a class 2.
Whatever you think's best. I already started the TCR and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever's good for you.
I'll
I think
see.
Class 2's fine.
I'll see how he acts when he gets down there. Because if he resists the COs, then I won't be able to anyway. Bourque. Bourque. My badge number, before you ask, is 15725.
What did you just report before? Civil rights violation?
Respectfully, I don't think that's any of your business.
That's good. Was it a federal civil rights?
Respectfully, I don't think that's any of your business.
You said you've been through it before, so I just didn't know what
Yeah.
your experience was.
I'm just not in a very talkative mood right now.
I mean, I think you're going to be fine. I don't think anything will stop, but I think the other guy who tortured you, I think that's going to have problems. Just because it's on video.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, this
Yeah.
torture and reason.
The officer that's over here?
I mean, what you did, I mean, you're a little aggressive, but I don't think that the courts are going to see what you did as malicious and really, because of qualified immunity, your department will have to pay, but you know. But Sandoval, what he did, he might have to face some repercussions for you. There's just no reason to do that to me. I think he's going to be in trouble. We'll see. I mean, the courts, unless you kill someone, you don't really get in trouble. You get what's called a declaratory judgment against you. But because of QI, you guys don't really get in trouble.
Where did you guys land with your dog? Is your nephew coming?
Yeah. I mean, it could be more than a declaratory judgment, but I don't, not against you, I don't think. Because you didn't do anything to me.
So, I didn't even want to have to come talk to you. I was just trying to finish my business with the car stop.
I don't know why you did it, dude.
So,
you went too far.
Because I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are either. You know, if you're a homicidal, there's a percentage of cops who sign up to kill people. Not all of them, but a percentage. So I don't know which one you are. Maybe 1 out of 1,000 does that, but what if you're the 1 out of 1,000? So you don't know who I am either. What if I'm the 1 out of 1,000 who wants to film but secretly wants to shoot you? I mean, come on, bro.
I don't. I mean, I'm sure you don't trust me, but I don't. That's not my intent. My intent is to safely encounter this driver here and have a conversation with them and business with them about whatever violation they did.
Then why am I in cuffs?
Because you also committed a violation that was more serious than what they had committed.
It was a serious violation?
More serious than what I had in front of me.
I think you're, you know, as far as a man, I think you're more than this, dude. I see you as more than this. I'm sorry
Okay.
you don't.
So for next time, just so you understand what I was trying to explain to you, you can film me. I don't care about the phone. People film me all the time. Usually I wave and smile and say hi. But when you come up to my driver and you're talking to my driver, it's not your business. If you were to be by, let's say that truck, for example, that's far enough away that I know you're not going to be involved. And if you want to film, that's cool. I'll ignore it. I know some cops get pissed off about it. I'm not pissed off about you filming. What I'm upset about is that you started engaging with my driver, and you had no business to. If you want to talk to them after I release them, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Have a conversation with them.
See,
But
now, we could have had this conversation publicly, and you wouldn't get sued. If
Okay.
if you guys said, okay, let's not arrest him. You know, here's how the cop feels. Here's how I feel. You're not going to change being a cop, right? I'm not going to stop filming cops. So instead of you dragging me to a dungeon and charging me with crimes, we could have had this public conversation about, hey, here are my boundaries of you filming, and made that a public conversation. And we were going to arrest him, but we didn't. Instead, to have this, and he was going to sue, but he didn't. Instead, we had this public conversation about what we want as cops and what you want as auditors. That would be far more productive than you taking me to a dungeon and me suing you. We would actually get somewhere bridging the divide.
well, let's be productive moving forward, but I can't ignore what already happened here today.
You can. You can take these cuffs off me. I can tell you I'm not going to sue you, and we can do the public conversation about here's what the cops want when they audit, when you're auditing them, and here's what we want. Because what you just said to me has a lot of value, and it would go a long way in the community if you just let your guard down and said it.
What do you think other people would do if I let you go right now?
I think, what would they say about me for not suing you and the guy torturing me? They're going to say Chili let down a little bit, and he let down a little bit, and now they're having a public conversation about if you're going to audit, don't talk to the driver while the cop's talking because he wants to do his job. And that's a very valuable piece of information that everybody in the auditing community could hear and then be like, oh, okay, so that's a boundary. Okay. Instead, we won't have that conversation. You know, and I want to bridge the gap. I don't just want to hate cops. I actually want to change it. I'm not just some frauditor trying to make money from YouTube. I'm an executive, dude. I quit my executive job to do this. A huge pay cut, by the way. But unless you drop your ego a little bit and I drop mine, I want to sue the shit out of Sandoval for torturing me. But if I tell you I won't, then I won't. And if you unarrest me, then you unarrest me. And then we set a schedule to sit down face to face and say, I was going to arrest him, I was going to sue him, and we both backed down. And here's what we learned. That goes so much further than this bullshit we're doing right now, dude.
So here's the options that I have, okay? I can't unarrest you, but hear me out. I can either fully book you into the jail, where you have court tomorrow morning, or I can issue what's known as a Class 2 citation. Have you ever been issued one of those before? Basically, it's a ticket that you get processed through the jail. They fingerprint and photograph you, and then it's a walkthrough. And what it does is it removes you from the area because you're continuing, okay? And it can't continue here right now.
Well,
So what I can do is I can issue the Class 2 citation. It's a walkthrough, and you'll be right out. You'll be out like an hour or so. Don't quote me on that.
will you have
But
the
something.
sit-down conversation?
What's that?
Will you have the conversation? Will you sit down on camera and talk about your boundaries for auditors?
That's not something that my department usually lets us do.
Well,
There's a position for that, and I'm sure that they would be happy to talk to you.
well, how good is this going, dude?
But they're not going to let me personally.
But how good is it going between citizens and police? It's going terrible. It's going worse than ever. It's not getting better. So I'm trying, but I've tried to do it nice, and you guys would never sit down and talk with me. And now I'm going hardcore with you guys. Let's have a public conversation.
So we have a position for that. We have officers for that. Their whole job is to do that type of thing. It's to answer questions for the community. And what I'm trying to explain is, could I answer yes to your question? I could, but then I would be violating my policies. They don't let us speak out like that. They want that specific position to answer your questions. That way none of our staff is blindsided. That way they know what's going on. They know who they're talking to. They know what topics you're going to be talking about. That way everybody is in the know. My job is different from that. I'm just a patrol officer. I'm a lowly patrol officer.
You're not lowly, dude. You're a man.
Well, I appreciate that. But
That's why
does
I
that
don't
make
like
sense,
people-
though? Like, there is a
That's why I
position.
don't like you putting me in cuffs, dude. You're a man.
Reach out to our headquarters. That's where they all are.
I've done this, dude. It goes nowhere. We never get anywhere. It never changes, and it has to change. I don't just want to do this for so people notice who I am. They already do. I want to do this because I actually want to change this. Like, for example, dude, you guys had me on camera. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to try to fight you. Once the body cam's on, I see it, you say you're detained. Okay, I won't leave this area. I won't. Now, I see the crazies in Vegas that will do crazy shit. I get it. But most of us middle-class folks, I'm not fighting, I'm not running.
You know, you're right. Most people are not violent. But the ones that don't listen to us right away, have you seen the First Amendment auditors that are violent?
I've never seen
They
any.
have weapons?
I've never seen any.
I've seen a lot.
Show me, send them to me.
And the thing is, I don't know you. Now I'm starting to get to know you, but I didn't know you before.
DeleteLaws@gmail.com. Delete Laws on YouTube.
Delete laws?
Delete Laws, okay? I'd like to see a First Amendment violent auditor. But the point is, though, is once you say you're on camera, you're detained. Do you understand that you're detained? That's it, dude. I'm not going to commit a felony and walk off. I'm not going to, I mean, I think that, no, don't get me wrong, you go to Charleston Boulevard and stuff, you're going to get people who are going to, that are methed out and shit that'll do that. I mean, Sandoval sat there and tried to pretend like I was on drugs or I was crazy or something. It's just insulting, you know?
Well, I'm glad you didn't commit a felony, but can you see that you tried to walk off? I mean, you didn't turn your back to me, but I told you to come to my car and you refused.
I walked right over your car, right in front of it. I walked right to it. I stood right in front of your car.
It took like 4 or 5 commands for you to do that. And that was clear. I said, come over to my car.
I couldn't understand why you were coming at me. Like, I'm no danger to you, dude. Like, you gotta stop here. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. This conversation we're having right now should be recorded, and other people should get to hear it. This doesn't help. The processes we're doing, the conversation is what matters. Other auditors need to hear your point of view, and they need to hear my point of view. I want to get the whole shot. I need him to leave my driver alone until I'm done with the driver. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And now less auditors are being arrested, less public hates the cops can do their jobs better. If anybody worth their salt is for law and order.
Let me backtrack to something real quick, because I need to talk about it to understand where you're at with it. For the Class 2 citation to happen, a walkthrough, where you're not held there overnight, you have to cooperate with the corrections officers, and you have to do what they say. If at any point in time they feel like you're not going to cooperate, they will tell me to fully book you. I'm telling you this because being down there, that's not the right time and place to have a conversation with them.
Take the cuffs off.
I can't. It's our policy.
But let me go.
I can't put them in the front. I can't take them off.
Just unarrest me now.
I can't do that.
I'm serious.
I can't do that.
You can, Bourque.
So listen, if you cooperate and just be quiet at the jail, just let them walk you through, you'll be out tonight.
I'm down for everything except for taking off all my clothes and having people look at my ass.
They're not going to do that. We're not strip searching. There's no reason for us to do that.
I'm not a drug dealer. I don't have any.
No, I don't think you have anything wedged up there or anything like that. No, we're not going to do that. It's
Why
going
don't you
to
drop one of those charges?
What's that?
Why don't you drop one of those charges?
No, you're getting both, but you're going to get a ticket on it instead of a full arrest. But here's the thing. If you don't cooperate, it's not my decision. The sergeant will say, no, we're not comfortable with that. Fully book them. So just understand that's not the right place to have the conversation.
Oh, I know it very well.
Okay.
You have no rights once you're in jail. You have to shut the fuck up and be a beta male. If you don't, they'll kill you.
No.
The vehicle, he asked about taking the vehicle. Is he good to take the vehicle or just the dog?
That's my family. They can
Who's it registered to? I didn't even... Is it registered to him?
I don't know. Okay, I think it's
I need to check the registration first.
I didn't even run it. I know it's a cat. The register.
Well, I'm going to do a Class 2 citation, so just... Let me just give him the key back once they have the dog. He'll get out. He can come pick it up later tonight. It's easier that way. Is the dog out?
It's in the car, so the cousin or whatever's going to take it.
All right. Still on. So he's calmed down. Told him I'm going to do a Class 2 citation. As long as he keeps staying calm. He said the COs could always change that. Just be cooperative. So, you good with that? All right.
1980 Johnson versus Glick.
What's that?
1980 Johnson versus Glick.
Uh-huh.
If you go to jail, you have no rights.
Well, you have rights, but not all of them.
You have to shut the... They'll kill you. They'll kill you, and they'll get away with it because of Johnson versus Glick. You literally can't say anything or do anything once you're behind the wall. You're taking me, Mr. Bourque, to the most dangerous place in the world for me right now. I want you to know that. There's no more dangerous place you could take me in the world. You could drop me off in Charleston Corridor. You could drop me off in the hood in LA. The most dangerous place you can drop me is a jail. Would you ask my nephew to pick me up?
Sure. Is there anything else?
I'd like to have that talk with you on camera, Bourque.
That I can't do because of my policies, but I can ask your nephew.
Is it okay if he talks to him, or if not, it's up to you?
Is he? Yeah, he's not going to start making a scene or anything, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Mason!
Your nephew's going to come over to talk to you.
You want me to go around that side?
This side's fine.
He's going to roll down the window, then you can talk to him.
I'm alright. They're gonna take me to jail and book me and let me go. So
I know.
You want to pick me up?
Yeah, we'll get you.
Sorry to put you guys out. How was it?
It's alright, they're fine. You good though? No, like, broken bones or anything? You're fine? Okay. Alright, what do you guys think? Like 30 minutes? He'll be ready to go? An hour?
No, it would be a couple hours. But he'll have his phone. He can call you.
Shoot me a call. I think you get the daughter on the pocket. I already got the daughter. Oh, you already got it? Yeah.
You know what made me the way I am?
What's that?
You know what made me the way I am?
What's that?
The torture cuffs.
The torture cuffs?
I was tortured at 18
At 18? By who?
by a cop.
Cop.
Put me in the cuffs super tight, left them on for an hour and a half. My hands turned purple.
Well, we're going to get out of here as soon as we get your key back. That way we can get you out of those.
It's the shoulder that hurts.
How'd you injure your shoulder?
Grappling. Just push the button. Just push the button. No, just push the button. I mean, you couldn't like doing this job, dude. You couldn't like it anymore. You got people like me who have crossed over doing what I do now. You couldn't enjoy this. I mean, how do you do it?
My job?
Yeah, people hate you, don't you? How do you deal with that every day?
Some people hate me, not a lot of people.
All right, it's all locked.
All right, thank you. Let me put in stuff.
glasses.
Where are they?
Here, the cop had them.
Let me see if they're in your bag. I have them in your bag. What's that?
Is there a reason why I need to be blind?
No, we have to remove all property. If the jail's okay with you putting them on, they'll give them back.
You know, like it would have gone a long way for Doolittle or Sorensen or you to tell Sandoval to stop squeezing it, you know? There's just no reason to do that to me, you know? Like, I don't understand, you know, like, it was just physical pain. Just inflicting pain on me. And I don't understand that, you know? Like, I may not like you, bro, but I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to see you in pain. I don't want to see you suffering. It sounds miserable to me watching someone else say, you're hurting me. It sounds terrible. I don't know why none of those other cops said, hey, stop squeezing his arm, dude. Like, you know what I mean? How many people run away in handcuffs?
A lot, actually.
A lot? Right. Meth guys on the street, stuff like that. Homeless.
Sometimes that's a factor.
Regular dudes who have a middle-class life, they typically run away.
Everybody has a different reason why.
I just wish someone would have told the guy to stop hurting me. That's all. I mean, your job is to catch criminals, bro. You know? That you're supposed to catch people who rob people, who assault people. That's what you're supposed to do. You know? And I think there's a function for that job in America. So the idea that we're gonna defund police, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's not gonna happen. But it's not working like this. And that's what I'm showing people. And this is further proof. You're taking your 3-4 hours of time to arrest a guy that would help you if you were under an emergency. Like, you understand? If you were in a disadvantage and people were attacking you, I would stop it. But you're spending your time arresting me. That's the part that's so frustrating, you know? Your time should be spent on criminals. You should not be spent arresting people who don't. while there's someone who's actually a victim of someone who is a criminal. I mean, you guys allocate your time pulling people over. That's where your time allocation is. You know? I mean, you hear what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Your time allocation is done the wrong way. You guys don't allocate time for criminals, you allocate time for revenue. You should really watch my channel so you know who I am. You know? Because I'm not playing games. You arresting me, it literally just hurts you guys. It helps me. You know? It makes you guys look worse, and it builds up my platform even bigger. You know? And I offered it. I said, let's do this another way. You know, let's do it a better way. Let's not do it like this. You know? So what, you know, you said something to me, and I heard you, man. I heard that you said, what changes my behavior? So you said, I'm going to arrest you and ticket you these 2 tickets, and that's going to change your behavior.
That might have been another officer. I don't remember saying that.
It was the sergeant. What's his name again? Duffy?
Tory.
Sorry?
Tory.
Tory. So Tory was saying that, right? So then what changes policing behavior? What changes? Because if there was a camera on that light pole by your stop, you wouldn't have been offended by it. But because I was there holding the camera, you were offended by it.
So it's not the camera that we're concerned about. It's your intent. What is your intent coming up on the car stop? Some people's intent is to record. Some people's intent is to interfere. Some people's intent is to harm the officer. And we don't know which one of those 3 things is your intent. Your intent may have been just to record. But the thing is, I don't know if you're one of those guys whose intent is to hurt the officer on the stop.
Do you know of any officers been hurt by someone filming?
Yes, many have gotten into fights with people who are armed with weapons. They pulled weapons on the officers. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens.
You email that to me, deleteLaws@gmail.com.
If I come across it, but just YouTube it, you'll find it's not hard.
I'll look. I'll look.
So the thing is, until I know why you're trying to do that, why you're coming up on the stop, I have to be safe.
It's the daytime though, man. Like, you get shot in the daytime too? Like, they were shooting at cops when they walk with their cameras?
Yeah. Cops get shot at night or day, it doesn't matter.
They usually get shot on Saturday nights. That's when the most cops get shot, then followed by Friday nights. And then followed by domestic disturbances.
Domestics are violent.
Domestic disturbances is the most dangerous call for them. So, I can sit here and talk shop with you all day about the facts and statistics, but the truth is, until human beings sit down and share with society the ways to make it better, it's not going to get better.
Can you at least agree that maybe wasn't the best way to go about doing that? That maybe there would have been, like, maybe waiting until the stop was over to come over and talk to me?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Don't you think you could have maybe waited or something to come talk to me once the stop was over instead of right in the middle of it?
2020, you look back on things, you can always do things better. You know, if you look backwards and say, you know, what could we have done better? Sure. But
does that make sense to you? Do you agree with that? That it maybe would have been better to just talk to me after the stop?
I mean, I think once I alerted you that I'm a journalist, I'm a constitutional scholar, that should have disarmed you to the point where you realize I'm the only here to film you. I'm not here to...
But you're too close. You were too close.
That's what I'm talking about. How close is too close? There's been no dialogue. And every time I talk to cops and say, let's have a public dialogue, they always go, oh, it's over my head. I'm talking to someone else above me. I can't do anything about it. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Sooner or later, we gotta go, okay, enough of this bullshit. Can't talk about this, can't talk about that. We gotta sit down and talk.
So the standard is what's reasonable. And that changes depending on the situation.
Daytime, a parking lot, if guys are dressed normally, not dressed like a crazy person or homeless.
Doesn't matter how you're dressed. The fact that you're able to have a conversation with my driver while I'm having business with them, I would say that most people, reasonable people, would say that's too close. if you're far enough away that you're not in our business, like let's pretend you said you're an executive and you were having a meeting with somebody. Would you want somebody to walk in the door and take a seat right next to you, or would that feel too close?
Okay, but can you understand that you're in a meeting with someone that you forced to have the meeting with, and I was just seeing if she was okay, and then she actually took credit and said it's my fault, I made a mistake, and I was actually backing away before you came at me like, dude, come get over here now, we go over my car, and I was like, I'm literally backing away. If you watch the video, I'm stepping backwards as you're reaching your arm out for me, and I don't know why you're trying to grab me, you know, like, I'm no threat to you. I got a camera in my hand.
Did she look like she was in distress?
I just asked her, are you okay? She said, yeah, I'm fine, it's my fault, and I was backing away from there.
Did she look like she wasn't okay?
I didn't know. I don't know, you know. If you watched Sandoval, you would have thought I was in distress if you just looked at it. But what you don't realize, he was sitting there squeezing the shit out of my arm. It was like there's one cutting off the blood supply, and then when I finally torqued my arm so I could breathe again with the blood supply, then he tried to jack my shoulder up. It was like, no, I'm in 20 cuffs, dude. Like, you don't need to do any of this to me. Like, there was just no need for it. Look, it's just, and I'm sorry if you don't like it, it's just male egos. You got an ego, I got an ego, right? It's true, dude. I'm not saying I don't have an ego, I do. And you wanted to demand me around, and I don't want to be demanded around, and now it's escalated to where now I'm being charged with crimes.
I didn't even want to have business with you. I mean, I would have talked to you after, but I didn't even want to have to do that. We'll be there soon.
I got a tear in that shoulder, that's all I can do about it.
I tried to put you in two to give you more room.
I appreciate it. You guys are going to get a lot of calls.
That's okay.
What are you going to do, Bourque? Are you going to try to bridge the gap here? Are we going to get anywhere from this arrest? I mean, is this just another slog of just waste of time? Because it's not getting any better like this, dude. I mean, we're going to actually have a sit-down talk? Are we going to get there? Are we going to actually talk about what we have to talk about out loud? Because as long as we don't continue to talk, it's just going to be black versus white constantly, no gray. And I'm trying to get there, dude. I'm trying to.
I think that's a good mission.
Yeah, dude, I've been trying for a year and a half. Just trying and trying. And it's like, if you guys won't work with us, then you're just going to have constantly people eating you instead of, like, working together. And that's what we should be doing.
All I ask is that next time you see an officer on a stop, if you want to record, just stay out of their business and just record them, okay? And when the stop is over, you can go talk to that officer. But just don't do it during the middle. And if that officer wants to talk to you, then he'll talk to you. And we're more willing to talk to you if you approach us like that versus in the middle of the stop. If you do that next time, you might get the answers that you're looking for. And it may not be the first cop you talk to. Maybe they don't want to talk to you.
I'm talking to you now. Are you going to go to your higher-ups and say, I arrested a guy, he's pretty known across the country, he told me some things that make sense, I think we should have a talk.
So
It's not working like this, dude.
you have to reach out to the headquarters.
Sorry, sir.
You have to reach out to headquarters. Like I said, that position that we have in place.
Nick, what?
No, not a name. We have a position in place at our headquarters.
What's his name?
I don't know their names.
Why don't you reach out to him?
Because they won't do anything if I reach out to them. You have to reach out to them.
What's the name of the department?
The PIO, Public Information Officer.
I've contacted the PIO in 10 different states, dude. This isn't going to do anything, dude. This is just more waste of our time, unless we actually sit down and start to talk instead of you guys having policies and we just have to adhere to them. It's not going to work. You can't force people into submission. It just doesn't work. I mean, we saw that with the Philippines, 1899 and 1910. It didn't work.
Maybe your battle is with the lawmakers and not with the police.
It takes a man to do what you're doing. And I told you, I think more of your humanity than you do. You're worth so much more than arresting a guy for filming you.
Did you hear what I had to say, though? Maybe your battle is with the lawmakers and not police? Because you're saying you want to delete laws, right?
Delete dumb laws, yes.
So, if you get rid of laws through the lawmaker, then I have fewer laws to enforce. My job is administrative. If I see a violation, I have to contact you. That's my job. But if they change the law and it's no longer a violation, then I don't talk to you. I follow the rules that the lawmakers create.
Didn't you sign a peace officer's agreement?
What do you mean? What are you getting at?
You don't enforce infractions of law. You uphold the peace. You're a peace officer.
Yes, but what I'm saying is the people who tell me what's peaceful and what's not are the lawmakers. They tell me what's right and wrong.
Well, isn't peace determined on if your rights are being violated or not?
But all those standards are set forth by the courts and by the legislators.
Right. You don't have to enforce laws. You can peacekeep. There's a big difference. One is you're upholding the rights of citizens and protecting their rights. The other is you're looking for infractions of law to enforce on people.
That's my job.
That's not. Your job's a peace officer.
We have many hats. We have many functions. One of my functions is to find violations. One of my other functions is to be a peacekeeper. I wear many hats. Sometimes I have to be a paramedic and be a medical person.
You don't have a law enforcement certificate. You have a peace officer certificate. You see what I'm saying to you, man? Not dumb. What I'm saying is right. You should only be upholding the rights of others, not enforcing laws that are arbitrary without any victim. There's no victim to why I'm being arrested, but there's no victim. Nobody is out property. No one needs restitution. But yet I'm going away to a cage, the most dangerous place I could ever go right now. The next hour or two of my life is going to be the most dangerous time of my life. Right now. And I don't belong going there.
Have you been to Clark County Detention Center? It's not dangerous.
I've never been arrested in my life.
It's not dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
All you have to do is what they ask of you. And it's all reasonable requests. Sit down here, walk here, do this. If you do those things, it's easy. It's a walkthrough.
Right. If you turn into a clone drone beta male, you'll be fine. You'll make it through the jail system. And you have to because of Johnson versus Click. You have to. If you don't, they can literally kill you and say they were maintaining order. And it's been that way since 1980. That's why our prisons are horrible. Why I call them dungeons. They're horrible. If you don't comply to the people now on the street, you're a cop. So there's going to be cameras. There's probably audio and video recording in this car. There's all kinds of things. Once you're behind the wall, dude, you're cooked. You're cooked. I could die tonight.
You're not gonna die.
I'm telling you, man. You don't think so? I could die tonight. I've done story after story about people who get arrested and die in jail. I mean, why else do you think I'd be willing to drop a lawsuit for not taking me to a dungeon? Because my life is worth more than suicide. My life is worth so much more than my ego is suing somebody.
I don't think so, but
Really?
you're allowed that opinion. It's fine.
You felt wronged. You felt like I didn't listen to you, so you were going to arrest me. That's your ego. I feel wronged. You're kidnapping me and taking me to a place, and I want to sue, right? But what good does that do us at the end of the day? You may be a hard driving personality, and me too, but that doesn't bridge any gaps. You get two hard driving dudes going at each other, and what good does it do? None. This is just such a waste of time. And now I have to go to the most dangerous place there is for a person to go.
My argument with you is that I feel like you picked about the poorest way to bridge the gap with police. If that was your intent, to bridge the gap, I think there was 1,000 ways that were better than what you chose.
The first year I tried it nice. The first year I tried it really sweet, dude. I tried it so nice. Officer, corporal, lieutenant, sir, can we have a meeting? Sir, please, let's get together and talk about this, sir. I did that for a year, dude. You know where it got us? Nowhere. Nowhere. And you may not know it, but I'm one of the most popular guys in the country who does this. And I tried to tell you, man, it's like, look, we don't need to do this. We're still doing it. It's like, I don't get it. I would never take you to this place. You know that? I would never drag you off like this. I'm not happy with you. Still wouldn't do this to you, and I still wouldn't hurt you. I mean, we don't agree, right? You and I don't agree, but I wouldn't hurt you. I would not hurt you, bro. You know that? You'd have to be physically attacking me for me to even try to defend myself. But I wouldn't hurt another person. It's not how I am. Same thing, man. Throw me down to a dungeon. Same thing. 9 cops. Is this a casino?
This in front of us is, yeah.
Oh, is this a jail? Oh, I see. We're downtown.
It's, yeah, it's nearby, but it's not this. Where are you from?
Alaska.
Alaska? You're not from Linwood, California?
I was born there. Oh, yeah, I was born in Linwood, sure. I was raised in Alaska. Sorry about that. I mean, you have all my information.
So born in California, but raised in Alaska. Is that correct?
I was born in Cali, but then we moved to Alaska when I was 5, dude.
Okay.
I stayed there until I was 18. So. And then at 18, I... reason to put me in torture house. The reason to put most people is absolute torture devices. There's no reason to treat people this way. And look at the back of this car. I could sit in the front with you, man, without any cuffs on at all. I could sit in a regular car. if I have to be transported somewhere. Can you see it, Bourque? I mean, come on, dude. We could have a more humane way of doing it. It doesn't have to be like this.
I wish you luck in bridging the gap. No, sincerely. I don't have the power, but I wish you luck.
You do, though. You can do a lot more than you think. You can reach out to that PIO and we can actually have that conversation about how to. Do we have to put torture cuffs on every person? Or is there some sort of discretion where the person agrees to go with you? You see what I'm saying? Like, you created these policies that are inhumane. Like, my wrists hurt really bad right now. There's no reason.
Well, we're here right now, so we'll get you out. That's going to help, and then we'll get you out of those handcuffs completely.
I'm not going to fight you, man. I'm not going to fist fight anybody. You saw my record. There is nothing. That's what I'm saying, dude. You couldn't actually believe in your head and your heart that a human being like myself belongs in this kind of place. This is literally hell on earth. And here I am. What station is this?
This is Clark County Detention Center.
What station? Radio station.
95.5, it's country. You like it?
Yeah. I like kind of poppy country.
Yeah, it's a good station for that. 95.5.
You know, as this goes on, Bourque, remember the offer I made you. I would rather institute change. I would rather be a part of change. I would rather do that. Very few people who sue cops get huge payouts. It's such a farce, you know? You see the one on the news where they get a $2 million payout, but that's like lottery, you know? It just doesn't happen. You get $2,000 or $4,000 or $10,000 and you get an apology or something like that. But no change happens from nothing.
Let me grab your stuff so I can get you out. What's that?
You friends with that cop who did that to me?
I don't think that's a professional question.
Are you going to say something to him later? I mean, just
You had the sergeant, so...
Are you going to say something to him? Like, hey, you shouldn't have just sat and tortured that dude? Like,
I don't think he tortured you.
Dude, he sat there and pinched on my nerve on my elbow. I'm just asking you as a man. Like, I think you're more of a straight up guy. You could take me on man to man. You wouldn't, like, do me sideways like that. But because you didn't torture me when I was in the cuffs.
So what I'll tell you is, if he were excessive, I would have stopped him. But I don't think that he was excessive.
I just told you he was. I'm telling you, he's squeezing the elbow really hard.
You weren't listening.
I wasn't lying.
You weren't listening, though. That's the problem. You weren't listening. You asked you to face forward, and you kept wanting to do one of these.
Yeah, but you know
Those
I'm
are
not
pre-flight indicators. You're saying you don't want to run, but they're pre-flight indicators.
because that's what they taught you, but it's not true.
Take a seat in the green chair right here, please. They're going to be off here just soon. Right here, please. Do you have anything in your pockets that my partners may have missed? All right. I'm under the Sally Point where there's a camera. Camera off. Drive to booking.